Hey everybody, welcome to this upper body sequence for the wrists, the arms, the shoulders, and the upper back. So it's a short sequence, but it's great if you're a weightlifter, if you work out, or just have a lot of tension in your upper body, which I feel like we all do. So when you're ready, hop on your mat and inhale to reach your arms up high, grabbing onto your left wrist with your right hand, arcing over to the right side. Breathe deep up the entirety of the left side body, remembering to relax your face. And inhale, come back up through center, grab onto your right wrist with your left hand, arc over to the right side. Breathing up the entire right side body, from your waist all the way up past your armpit. And come back up through center. And as you release your hands, we'll bring our hands into fists, and going inwards, we'll start to make circles. Make sure you breathe as you do this. And don't rush it. So this is really important for our wrists, especially if you're holding heavy things like weights. You'll find this pretty helpful. And I invite you to notice what's going on. I don't think we pay enough attention to our wrists. And if you notice some clicking or, some small cracking sounds, that's okay as long as you're not experiencing pain. And you can take it one at a time, kind of alternating like I'm doing, or both of them together, but still going inwards until your hands come down. And we'll reverse. So now we'll make circles in the opposite direction, either going alternating or both wrists at the same time. Making sure you breathe, really exploring the fullness of the circle and keeping your shoulders down as you do this. You'll notice the back side of your body engage. Your shoulder blades should be reaching slightly towards each other. You may notice yourself sweating. It's such a small movement, but it really is doing a lot. And once your hands are in an upward position and you've finished your circles, no rush, we'll open our hands wide, all fingers extended, and close. And then your wrists will come forward and down. So we'll do that again. We'll snap the hands open, wide, together into a fist, and down. Inhaling, open, close, down, and then we'll start to draw the wrists down very slowly. And we're pressing the top of the wrist towards the front of the room. So if there's a wall in front of you, you'd be pressing your wrists towards the wall. And breathe. So make sure your shoulders aren't hunched up. They're nice and relaxed. And as we breathe, we're stretching through the front side of the wrists. And then we'll release the fingers and we'll gently let the hands rest as they come down and shake it out. So give your wrists a little shake. As you breathe, bring some movement into the upper body and start to cross your arms one on top of the other. So noticing your mobility here. If your upper body is tight, you'll notice that it's maybe a little difficult. You don't have as big a range of motion, and that's okay. Just breathe as you cross your arms one over top of the other. And then the next time you open your arms, keep them out, and we'll take the right arm to cross underneath the left, and we'll bring the right arm, so we're going to snake it under and then kind of over and around so that the palms are reaching towards each other. And they don't have to be touching. It's okay if they're not, but you're reaching it towards each other. So if you have to grab onto your wrist, that's fine. But if the palms are touching, that's great. Wherever you are is fine. Breathe and relax your shoulders down. So you'll likely be feeling some sensations in your shoulders, upper back, maybe even your neck here. And as you breathe deeply, you'll start to release a little bit through the shoulders and the upper back. Feel free to exaggerate your exhales or exhale through the mouth. Noticing how that feels, imagining the tension leaving your body on that exhale. And then we'll uncross the arms. So arms will come out wide again. Maybe shoulder blades will even pinch together with your palms facing back, feeling some expansion through the chest and the front body. And then the left arm will come forward and underneath the right arm snaking under, around, and palms aiming to come towards each other. And as you inhale, breathe into the upper body, neck, shoulders. And imagine your head reaching up towards the sky. Imagining yourself growing tall so that you're not collapsing into this shape, but rather standing tall and strong. And allow the breath to do its magic here. You might want to be mindful of the face. I notice myself holding tension in my jaw and my face as I do this pose. So I'm just scanning my face, my jaw, my neck, my shoulders, and I'm inviting all of those places to relax. Through my deep breath. And we'll take a couple more deep breaths in and out through the nose. One more together, in through the nose, maybe out with an audible sigh. Uncrossing the arms, inhaling, reaching up, perhaps taking a little back bend, expanding through the front side of the body, and coming back up to a neutral spine. Hands come down by your side, palms face down, and they'll reach to clasp behind your back. So when your palms are clasping, they could be far apart or they could be touching depending on how open you are in your upper body. As you inhale, your hands reach down, your chest reaches up, shoulder blades squeeze together on your back. And make sure your feet are hips width distance rather, and then guide your chest down, letting your neck release nice and slow, coming into my favorite pose, which is a forward fold. So head and neck release here. Palms continue to squeeze towards one another. And if you need to have a bend in your knees, that is fine. Make sure you feel balanced through your lower body. And breathe very deeply into your back body. If you found your edge, stay there. If you would like some more opening, use your breath and squeeze your hands together and forward, making sure you are not forcing anything. And we'll all release. So hands come down and your head and neck releases. Feel free to grab onto opposite elbows with opposite hands, making sure your head and neck are released in this pose, and sway from side to side. Let your hands go. Inhale, come halfway up with a flat back, looking forward. Exhale, fold back over your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side, coming into another back bend. And neutral spine, hands come down through the front of your body. Right arm extends across your chest, and your left arm will come forward. Stretching here, and same idea, shoulder is moving down very subtly, and you use your breath. And I invite you to explore through your fingers, your hands, and your wrists through an opening and closing motion of the hand, and also of a forward and back motion through the wrist here. So breathe deep. Notice how it feels to explore the hand and the wrist. And take a scan of your body from the top of your head downwards, kind of letting everything relax with your breath. And then we'll open our arms up and we'll take the left arm across so the right arm comes under. And we breathe, exploring through the left hand, opening and closing, bringing the wrist forward and backward. And most importantly, breathing while the left shoulder relaxes down. And release. So we'll take the right hand, grabbing onto the fingers, pulling them down and back. And so now this time the inside of your wrist is reaching towards the wall in front of you. And breathe as you relax your shoulders. And you feel free to move your arm a little bit from side to side. If it's enough for you just to stay still here, that's fine. But explore. Notice what feels good, what allows you to get the best stretch for your body, and go there. And we'll release, slowly bringing that hand up. Might want to bring a fist in towards your body. And just release, give that wrist a shake. And we'll do the same with the left hand. So bringing the palm to face up, turning it to face the wall in front of you, pulling the fingers back and down. Breathe into the inside of the wrist, the inside, the palm of your hand, which is also another place I feel we don't stretch enough. And being mindful of your shoulders, relaxing your face well. And then slowly start to guide your fingers back up through center. For me, that felt really good. Hope it felt good for you too. Give it a shake. Give both hands a shake. And then come to stillness. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Inhaling, the shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, they come around and back in nice full circles. So notice your range of motion here without judgment. We're all at different places. And after this practice, hopefully your range of motion will be just a little bit greater than when you started. And we'll reverse. So we'll bring the shoulders up, forward, and down. And don't be afraid to really exaggerate your breathing. That's something that I feel like I do all the time. One more roll forward. Feels really good to me. We're just going to do some shoulder drops. So as you inhale, shoulders come up towards your ears. Exhale, relax and down. And do two more. Inhale, shoulders squeeze up by your ears. Exhale, relax and down. And one more nice deep breath in. Exhale, relax and down. Right arm reaches up, and you're going to grab onto the opposite, so the left hand fingers. If you can't reach, that is fine. Just keep your hand on your back wherever you can reach. If you can grab onto your fingers without forcing anything, grab onto them and let your head rest back a little bit against your arms. As you breathe in, find an opening through the front side of the body, the chest, and the right armpit. Take nice deep breaths in, filling up the body with air and oxygen. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And release. So hands will come undone, right arm reaches up, left hand comes down. And as you breathe, you're going to reverse. Left arm comes up and bends. Right arm reaches up for the fingertips. If you can reach them, grab on. If not, that's fine. Let your head go back against your left arm slightly. As you breathe, without arching your back too much. Sometimes I like to find a little arch, but I don't really want to stay in an uncomfortable arch. Just a little arch should be enough. Focus on your breath in and out. This is also a heart opener. So breathe into the left heart space and the left armpit. And one more breath in and out. And we'll release. So hands come down. And we'll inhale fully, reaching the arms up, feeling a nice full expansion. So like just kind of making a really big circle. And I want you to be mindful of your wrists and your fingertips. So they are part of your circle. And as you reach up, you're extending your fingertips. You're really trying to find space throughout this circle that we're creating, space through the arms and the shoulders. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you come back, engaged through the upper back, the arms, the wrists, the fingers, the hands. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And now we'll take our hands to prayer. So for some of you, this might not be that accessible. So come here where your fingertips are coming into a triangle shape. For others, if you can slide your hands slightly up your back and bring your hands to a prayer position, find the position that feels good for you. So don't force this one. You want to make sure it doesn't feel like you're straining here. And you're breathing into your chest, to the front side of your body. You could even bring your chin back a little bit to stretch through the neck as well. And bring your head up. We'll let these hands come undone nice and slowly here. We'll give the hands one final shake out. And we'll end with a big circle and sweep up. Hands come down through the center of the chest. Give yourself a bow and be proud of the work that you've done today.